Hey guys, it's me. I've got a little ranting to do. I'm gonna try and not make this a long-winded rant. The last few days, I've been meaning to mess with scammers, but I've been too busy with other things to get around to it. Yesterday, I had an appointment with a pain doctor where I got trigger point injections along my neck and my shoulders. Whenever I'm really stressed out, all my tension sits right here. And it radiates up and gives me headaches that are almost unbearable and make me unable to function. Whenever I get a really bad headache, I find that one shot of whiskey or one shot of vodka usually helps when paired with an herbal tea. I've tried Excedrin, I've tried ibuprofen, I've tried all the headache medications, and because my pain is by stress and alcohol is a depressant and a relaxant, it's the best cure for me. And my tension has just gotten to the point where I need direct injections into my muscles to relax them. If you guys have watched my depression vlogs, you're aware of what's going on with me. And if you haven't watched them yet, I would appreciate if you'd take the time to watch them. But it's a free country and you're not under any obligation to watch any videos. But long story short, I have a ton of medical issues. I deal with anxiety, suicidal depression, and I have celiac and irritable bowel syndrome. All that combined really takes a toll on me. Emotional stress makes my irritable bowel syndrome worse, and I've learned through my GI specialist that it actually affects the entire digestive tract, not just the colon or the intestines, but it actually affects the stomach too. So lately I have been unable to eat as much as I would like, and I've been losing weight again, especially after all the recent stress with losing people that I love like family. They turned around and they attacked me on all kinds of ridiculous issues. And it really hurts. It blew me away to know how quickly and completely they were able to turn on me when I did nothing to start it. So I've been struggling a lot. And yesterday, after I got the injections, I was feeling pretty woozy, so I tried to film this video, but I can't get it edited the way I want it to, so I decided I would film a whole new video today. But basically, last night, when I was playing with my pet mice, Frigga and Sif, they're two black fancy mice with pink ears and pink toes and pink noses. They're really adorable. And I wanted Mom to get pictures of me loving on my mice. They often give me whisker kisses, where they'll put their tiny little feet here or on my nose so they can smell different parts of my whole face, and they'll give me little kisses. And it is the sweetest thing, and it warms my heart. And I wanted photos of that. And she took the pictures with her phone, and I sent the pictures to myself with her Facebook Messenger. But I noticed that the photos weren't going through, and I was frustrated. So with her permission, I logged onto her computer, into her Facebook, to check to see if the messages were being sent. And I saw that she had a message request that hadn't been opened yet. I told Mom about it, and we both sat down side by side, and we looked, and it was a message dated on October 20th from one of the people who was harassing me and attacking me and being completely cruel and uncalled for. And her message was basically saying that I am crazy. The sender of the message isn't the only one that thinks so, but they're one of the only ones who will actually speak up about it. My telemarketing pranks are stupid. My YouTube hobby is stupid. I'm trying to be Harley, and my Harley thing is stupid. I shove my feelings down other people's throats and ignore the pain that they are dealing with, and I cause them pain. I threaten suicide when I'm confronted. My therapist isn't helping me enough, clearly, because of how I'm acting. And the people concerned for me have tried to help me and tried to give me advice, but I just don't listen. So I need more help before I lose everybody. My mom and I were flabbergasted. Our jaws dropped because this person presumed to know more about me than my own mother. And I live with my mom. I spend 2/3 of every day with her. So if anyone would be able to be objective and truly know me, it would be my mother. We don't have the typical mother-daughter bond. We are more like sisters. We watch TV together, we talk about deep issues, and she's got my back. And I know she will always do whatever she can to help me, even when our heads are butting on certain topics. Last night, I was not able to fall asleep until 5 a.m. because my mind would not stop rehashing what I had read and all the things that have gone on lately. And I'm still hurt and in disbelief about all this. And I'm just going through so much exhausting crap right now that most of the time I'm physically tired and in pain. I got more health issues than I've let you guys know about. And I plan on doing a video series where I discuss how each health issue affects me so that other people with those issues can relate and understand that they're not the only ones. But with everything that's going on, I've been losing weight. I've been unable to eat much. And if I try and force food, I get really sick. I want to gain weight. I want to eat. But my body just doesn't want food very much. So it's very disheartening, and I'm getting weaker. And emotionally, I'm struggling a lot more because of the betrayals of those I trusted and loved. Everything going on adds up to me being very fragile. And it really hurts. I know that the people that hurt me are fighting their own battles, and they're clearly not handling their battles the way they should. Because they're lashing out at people who are trying to help them. God knows that I've done my best to try and help them, but their actions and their words have pushed me away. And it really hurts to cut ties with people you love, but there comes a point when you have to say enough is enough, and I've hit that point. But I'm praying that God will help them see how their behavior is affecting other people, and that they'll change, and that the battles they're facing will get easier so they can be truly happier. And I'm just going to address every single point that they made against me. Yes, my hair is similar to Harley, but I did it with my own twist. I don't have all of my hair from here down colored. I have it peekaboo style, so it's my twist on it. And I like the way the colors look. And I'm young enough to still do it and not be judged. I'm not even 26 yet. And about me acting like Harley, I only do that in my YouTube videos to be funny when I mess with scammers. And I don't mess with telemarketers. I mess with scammers who are actually hurting other people by lying to them and making them think either that they're in serious trouble with the IRS and they need to pay or face imprisonment, or they're being lied to and promised great wealth to be sent to them if they just send off an initial payment. But those scammers are doing hurts people. And as long as I am talking to the scammers and they're busy dealing with me, that takes away time from them that would be used to mess with someone who might actually fall for their scheme and get hurt. So I'm doing a social service of sorts. And I'm actually earning money with my YouTube videos. So it's not pointless or stupid. Yes, I am very open about how I feel if you ask me how I'm doing. But I don't shove my feelings down other people's throats. I will be open with you if I feel I can trust you and if I feel that you care enough to listen to me. And after I've had my fill and I've gotten everything off my chest, I will turn around and ask the other person to then tell me how they're doing. And I will encourage them to be just as open with me as I was open with them. It's called two-way communication, and every healthy friendship has that. You should be able to depend on your friends for help and support, and you should be able to join in with them when good things happen. Other YouTubers make videos where all they do is scam bait. I do that plus a bunch of other videos too. So why is it okay for them to make videos like that but not me? It doesn't make sense to me. Yes, I have mentioned feeling suicidal a few times since April because I went through some terrible life changes that I did not anticipate and that were not my choosing. And terrible changes like that change people. And if you can't acknowledge or accept that fact, then you don't know anything about life and how human emotions work. The only times that I will mention feeling suicidal are when I am actively feeling suicidal and I am asking for help to continue fighting. I don't threaten suicide just when things aren't going my way. I only mention it if I really need help. People have died from their battles with suicidal depression because the people they depended on weren't there for them. And it's a great tragedy, and everyone is always like, oh, we had no idea. They had so much to live for. We love them. They didn't know that. If they had the support system they needed, they would still be here. So why do you guys who attack me feel it's okay to leave me unsupported and vulnerable? And I want to thank you guys who have been here for me. Because without you, every day would be tougher, and your encouragement makes a difference for me, and I cannot put a price on that. And about my therapist not being enough for me, that is so inaccurate. She is paid to be objective and tell me how I really am doing, and to inform me I'm doing well and where I'm doing poorly. She is not paid to blow smoke up my ass, so to speak, and tell me everything is sunshine and daisies when they're really not. So, unless you've been in therapy, you don't know what you're talking about. And yes, people have given me advice on how to live my life, but most of it was based on superficial things, like how I do my hair and how I play with my voice when I'm making videos on YouTube where I mess with scammers. If you can't support my harmless and entertaining hobby, then you need to get back into your own lane and get away from me. Because I'm struggling right now really badly, and I don't need poison darts thrown at me when I'm already down and struggling to get up again. If you can't show loving support and compassion to a hurting person, then you need to leave them alone or learn how to show compassion. Broken people need encouragement and support, not criticism and hurtful comments. Cussing people out, calling them names, making them feel like absolute garbage just because they don't follow the perfect little mold that you want them to fit in is completely selfish and abusive. And it is never acceptable or okay. And you need to stop that. Let people live the way they want to, as long as the things that they are doing are truly not hurting other people. Things like music preference, movie preference, preferences about food, decisions on voting, decisions on what clothes to wear, as long as everything's covered. You know, if it's just a matter of style preference, how you do your hair, all that stuff is superficial and it doesn't matter. And if you get all upset and offended at superficial things that a person does to make themselves happy, then you have the problem and you have the stick up your butt and you need to see a proctologist or a tree trimmer and get that removed. Because you are entitled to live the life you want to live, as long as your choices don't directly or indirectly have a true negative effect on you or those around you. Harmful behavior, like driving recklessly, getting blackout drunk, going to dangerous places, or taking other recognized risks, or engaging in recognized dangerous behavior, that's not the kind of stuff you let slide. You gently talk to the person in love and you explain how their behavior is harmful. You don't cuss them out and be rude. And if someone has superficial taste preferences that are different than yours, so what? Everyone has opinions and everyone is entitled to them. But you're not allowed to beat people down with your opinions. You are responsible for your behavior and how you handle your life. Do not let anyone force you into changing into something that you're not. Unless you're doing dangerous behavior on a regular basis, then you need to consider what they're telling you. But if they're telling you to change your hair, change your makeup, change your clothes, change your eating, superficial stuff like that, don't listen to them. Unless you have an eating disorder, then you need help too. But my point is, if you are engaged in a behavior that is not truly dangerous, don't listen to people that criticize you. If you see someone engaging in a behavior that is not truly dangerous, but you just don't prefer it, you can either gently mention how and why you don't like it, but it's up to them to make the choice whether they'll change or not. You can't try and force someone to fit a different mold just to make you happy. You need to show everyone with loving kindness, gentleness, and understanding. And if you can't do that, then you need assistance. And you need to be taught how to handle other people. I feel better that I got all this off of my chest. I feel a little less angry now. But my point is, if you're being bullied about superficial stuff that doesn't matter, don't listen to it. Be you, do what makes you happy, and have fun. Just don't do anything that truly would hurt other people. If someone is doing something superficial that you don't care for, keep your mouth shut and let the other person live their life. You may speak up about it, but don't try to change them. Just focus on you, stay in your own lane, work on building yourself as a better person, and try to help people who genuinely need help, but don't force your help down someone's throat. Just treat other people the way you would like them to treat you. Now, I hope this video will make some difference to some of you guys out there. For you guys who are getting bullied, I know what it's like, I understand, and I'm here for you. You're not alone. And for those of you who are bullying, you need to stop that. Focus on your own life. Keep your nose out of other people's business. Get a hobby to keep yourself occupied. Don't focus all your time and attention on breaking other people down. Focus on building yourself and other people up. The world would be a lot better if everyone did that. Okay, I'm getting a headache. I feel dizzy. So I'm going to try some tea. I'm going to try to eat and relax for the rest of the evening. Thank you guys for watching and for supporting me. Your loving encouragement has meant so much to me, and I can't adequately thank you guys enough.